While the whole world's attention was focused on Tesla, Toyota, and other major EV companies, BYD's CEO made a statement that sent shockwaves through the entire electric car industry. The talk is about BYD's next-generation Blade battery, and the claims are so extraordinary that people are thinking twice before believing them. It's being said that this new battery can be charged in just a few minutes. Now the question is this just a big claim, or is it truly going to completely change the EV game? This is where the real suspense begins. Until now, the biggest fear before buying an EV has been the charging time. People say the car is good, but it will take hours to charge, and BYD has directly targeted this very pain point. The Blade battery is already known for its safety and long lifespan, but the hints given about the upcoming version are enough to keep the EV industry awake at night. A battery that charges in a few minutes. It sounds simple, but the technology behind it is the biggest secret of this video. Imagine if EVs start offering the same freedom that petrol cars offer without waiting, without tension. What will happen in the market? Are Tesla and other companies ready for this, or has BYD quietly pulled ahead? What technology has BYD used in this? And, how will this new battery technology from BYD shake up the electric market? So, before we proceed further in the video, please subscribe to the channel so that you can see such videos first. Before learning about BYD's battery that will shake up the electric market, it's important that we understand a little bit of the story who BYD is, where it started, and how this company has reached the point where it has surpassed even a giant like Tesla in terms of EV sales. Because BYD's real strength is not just its battery, but its entire journey. BYD didn't start like a luxury car or a high-tech brand. Founded in 1995 in Shenzhen, China, BYD initially had nothing to do with car manufacturing. BYD actually started out making mobile phone batteries. At that time, supplying batteries to major brands like Nokia and Motorola was BYD's main business. This is where the company gained a deep understanding of every aspect of battery technology, charging, safety, lifespan, and cost. This foundation is what later set BYD apart in the world of electric vehicles, or EVs. In 2003, BYD made a bold and risky decision. It acquired a small Chinese car company and entered the automobile sector. At the time, the world scoffed, wondering how a battery company could possibly make cars. But BYD had a different mindset. The company viewed the car primarily as a battery product, not just a machine. So, in 2008, BYD launched its very first plug-in hybrid car, and that same year, Warren Buffett's company, Berkshire Hathaway, decided to invest in BYD. This is really when the world started to take the company seriously. Gradually, BYD realized that the real battle in the electric vehicle market wasn't about the motor or even the design, but really about the battery. This key understanding led to innovations like the Blade battery, which tackled both safety and cost concerns. BYD never made a lot of noise, but steadily strengthened its technology year after year. Now, let's talk about the numbers that have really put BYD in the spotlight today. Last year, in 2024, BYD sold over 3.5 million new energy vehicles, including both EVs and plug-in hybrids worldwide. This number is pretty significant because it includes not only fully electric vehicles but also plug-in hybrids, which are, very popular in markets like China. In comparison, Tesla sold approximately 1.8 to 1.9 million fully electric cars. This is why BYD actually surpassed Tesla in total sales of EV-type vehicles. Looking at China alone, BYD's strength becomes even clearer. In 2024, BYD sold over 2.5 million electric and plug-in hybrid vehicles in China alone. China is the world's largest EV market, and there, BYD has become more than just a brand. It's a name that's, pretty much synonymous with trust. Taxis, buses, family cars, SUVs, BYD is present in every segment. BYD's reach in the global market is no longer limited to just China. The company is, rapidly expanding in markets like Asia, Europe, Latin America, and even Australia. BYD electric buses are already operating in many countries, and now passenger cars are also reaching those same networks. Importantly, BYD doesn't just export cars, it also manufactures its own batteries, motors, and technology, which keeps its costs low and, honestly, really strengthens its pricing. While Tesla focuses on innovation and software, BYD is playing the game on scale, cost, and battery mastery. This is why BYD is making EVs a mass reality, rather than just a future luxury. And this is why when BYD's CEO talks about the next-generation Blade battery and charging in just a few minutes, the entire EV industry is, taken aback, because this isn't just empty talk but a statement backed by decades of preparation. What is the Blade battery and, why is it considered so special? Now that we've understood BYD's story and its current strength, the most important question arises: what exactly is this Blade battery, and why is it considered so special in the EV world? Because, honestly, the truth is the biggest reason for the trust people place in BYD today is this battery. In simple terms, the Blade battery is not a magical device, but a battery designed by BYD. Keeping in mind the biggest concern of ordinary people, are EVs safe? When electric cars first started appearing, people were afraid that the battery would overheat, catch fire, or fail after a few years. You've probably seen news reports several times about EVs catching fire. To eliminate these fears, BYD designed the Blade battery. The Blade battery gets its name from its shape. This battery is thin, long, and blade-like, but its real advantage isn't in its appearance, but in its performance. So, BYD chose a chemistry for it that is more stable than previous designs. What this really means is that the battery doesn't heat up very quickly, and even if it does get hot for some reason, the risk of it catching fire is very low. And, this is exactly why the Blade battery is called fire-resistant. To test the Blade battery, BYD conducted a test that, honestly, surprised the entire industry. It's called the nail penetration test, where an iron nail is driven right into the middle of the battery. Normally, in such a situation the battery either explodes or catches fire, but the Blade battery neither caught fire nor exploded. Its temperature only increased slightly and then stabilized. For the average person, this means that even in the event of an accident, the battery doesn't pose a life-threatening risk. Now let's talk about longevity. Another major feature of the Blade battery is that it doesn't degrade quickly. Just as the engine in a petrol car lasts for years, the durability of the battery in an EV is, very important. The Blade battery has proven reliable in this respect. This battery can withstand thousands of charge-discharge cycles, meaning that its performance doesn't suddenly drop even after years of use. This is why BYD batteries are more commonly found in taxis, buses, and commercial vehicles where they are used extensively every single day. So, the Blade battery has not only given BYD a technological advantage, but, it's also built trust among people. When a family considers buying an EV, the first question that comes to mind is this car safe for our children? BYD has answered this question through the Blade battery. Without much advertising fanfare, BYD has shown that its battery is safe in the real world, not just on paper. Another important point is that the Blade battery is not only safe, but also practical. Its design allows it to be easily fitted into the car's floor. This provides more space inside the vehicle, and honestly, the car doesn't feel heavy because of the battery. This might seem like a small detail to the average person, but these small things really make a big difference in everyday use. The Blade battery has given BYD another advantage, and that's cost control. Because BYD manufactures its own batteries, it doesn't need to buy expensive batteries from external suppliers. This directly impacts the price of the vehicle. This is why BYD's EVs and plug-in hybrid vehicles are often cheaper than those of other companies in the same segment. Lower price, greater safety, and longer lifespan. This combination is what makes the Blade battery special. Gradually, the Blade battery has become more than just a technology. It has become BYD's identity. Today people know BYD not just as an EV manufacturing company, but as a company with safe batteries. This is why when BYD talks about a new battery or next-generation charging, people really take it seriously, because the Blade battery has already proven that BYD delivers on its promises. The question now is no longer whether the Blade battery is good or not, but rather what can be changed in its next-generation Blade battery that will, once again, surprise the entire EV industry. And here